Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead on Porch Time today. Guys, I'm shooting this way early than Tuesday. The weather's fixing to get really bad. I hope I'm able to finish this before the weather gets too bad. You may hear the wind in the background and it's fixing to literally flood. So I want to talk about a broken food supply chain at this moment. Guys, it is our fault, they're saying. It is totally our fault that there is a shortage of food in this country. The latest information coming out is that now there is definitely going to be a canned food shortage. And that is because we went out and we bought too many canned goods, and because we have a disrupted supply chain now, but and all this kind of stuff, there's no tin cans available. It's our fault, they said. We bought too much things that's in cans, and now we probably won't even use them. They'll end up getting thrown away. Well, guys, the bottom line is this. It's not our fault. And I will not take responsibility for something that is not our fault. We did what we were supposed to have done. Now, I would have liked to have seen most people stocked up ahead of time, because that's just what you are supposed to do. But nevertheless, the news media now is trying to blame everybody who ran out and bought up all this stuff as the problem with the shortage of food now. Now let me tell you, there's not a shortage of food yet. There's a disruption in the supply chain. We've seen too many fields where they had to just take the food and dozer it off into holes. Potatoes were dumped off down mountainsides. I mean, giant holes were dug, animals were just filled into them. They came out to people's ranches, they shot their animals and just buried them, and all this kind of stuff happened. Guys, there is no shortage of food. There's a disruption in the supply chain. The problem now is we as America have depended so much, we've sourced out so much of our stuff. We don't make anything ourselves anymore because why? Oh, heaven forbid we should have to work. God forbid we have to work and grow our own food or make our own stuff. We're Americans. Whoever come up with such a stupid idea as that? Well, when you source stuff out to other countries like this, what happens is then they got you over a barrel. Then what we see is there's a disruption now. Oh, we can't get any metal. We can't get any aluminum. We can't get any steel. It's in short supply. So now we're not going to be able to put food in cans. It's just another excuse to destroy more food. That's what's going on in this country. It's just stupidity. I don't care how you call it what you want to call it. It's just pure stupidity. It is an agenda that has been put into place to destroy this country. They're not going to let a good thing go to waste. They are pushing and pushing and pushing. Every time there's a crisis, boy, they jump in and they just push. You know, if we keep breaking down things that our bodies do not make immunities to, then we will become a sick nation. If they can get us sick, and they can break our food supply chain down where we don't eat real food anymore. I mean, they're making fake meat. They're making all kinds of fake stuff today. The way of the future is to do away with the regular gardens, to do away with real food, to do away with real meat. Anything that is organic that our body needs to be able to take in. They want to take away the organic stuff and give us some sort of a synthetic version of what is going on in the world, and telling us that that's more healthy for us than any organic substance that we ever put in our body, which is bull crap. I don't care what anybody says. Nothing synthetic is good for this body to put into it. Whether it's medicine, now will it work? Yes, it'll work, but the body will always have a side effect to it. That's why medicine has all the side effects. We talked about that in the last Porch Time. Guys, synthetic food is not good for the body. The body can assimilate it, but it cannot break it down properly. When you start taking synthetic food into the body, what happens? The body becomes weakly. It becomes sick. We're not healthy anymore. Grow your own food. I don't care what you have to do. Grow your own food. I mean, y'all can probably hear the weather coming in the background here. I'm having to make this fast. Guys, I don't know what else to say. I have preached this now for, I've done it since the 1980s in churches and other places like that. But since I've been on YouTube, I have done nothing but told people food shortages are coming. And guys, now for sure this fall it looks like food shortages is going to hit us hard and into next winter. If we cannot get the metal that we need to be able to put food in cans in the stores, because some people, that's what they have to have, you know. It's probably not the best for you, but if it's all you can do, then it's all you can do. But you're not even going to be able to get that. And what that means, let me tell you what that means. That means if there's a shortage of metal and we can't put food in cans, that means that what they're fixing to do is start rationing food in the future. Because there's not going to be enough in cans to go around. We're already seeing online, as we try to buy things online, we're already seeing that we cannot buy but just so many of anything. And certain things, when you go into the stores now, are in very short supply. They're going to start rationing food out, guys. So that is my porch time today. My porch time is to try to get people to understand that food shortages is right on top of us. Back in March of this past year when it got really bad, the grocery stores were still stocked for pretty much everything we needed, and people ran out and started buying toilet paper. Remember the big toilet paper rush? They started buying toilet paper. They started buying all kinds of canned stuff. I mean, all this junk they started buying is because it was available. When the second phase comes through, this stuff may not be available. So what I'm trying to tell you is, get yourself a way to produce your food. And try to do it, guys. I mean, just do the best you can do. Try to make it happen. Try to literally grow anything you can, whether it's in pots, raised beds, containers, whatever you got to do. If you got to grow it inside, then grow it inside. Do whatever you can do, because it is going to be vitally important for you to do this in order for you to be able to survive the coming days and years that this country is fixing to face. Because right behind this is more than likely going to become insect infestations to the point that we can't stop them. As you guys can hear, you hear the rain in the background here and the weather. This will prevent us from having food if this kind of stuff keeps going on. This is day 4 for us. And we're projected to have this all the way up to the day that this fused. Today is early Sunday morning. And I am sitting here and this is what's happening. Guys, yes, I love it for my pond. But this is why Deep South Homestead, we have greenhouses. Because with our greenhouses, this will permit us to still grow our food and not be beat down by the rain and stuff like that. Our plants inside the greenhouse, y'all have seen, are still doing fantastic. They're still doing really well. Guys, I urge each and every one of you, if there's any way possible that you can come up with anything, any way, a greenhouse of any size, to be able to grow something in through this inclement weather, that you do it. Guys, I'm fixing to get off. The wind's getting about 40 to 50 miles an hour. My camera may blow over. I'm getting wet. The camera's getting wet. So I'm going to cut Porch Time off here today and say, guys, literally, start growing your own food. Get you a greenhouse. Get you places to grow your food. Do something, because shortages are coming. This is urgent. Shortages are right around the corner. They are literally trying their best to manipulate the food supply chain so that they can ration out food in the very near near future, guys. So please, take this to heart and do what you can before it gets too late. Thank you once again for watching Porch Time. And guys, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what's going on. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.